Hello, good evening, everybody. Welcome. It's Ruth here at artfulstampin.co.uk. So I'm going to attempt tonight to make a blank mini book, but I want it to have some bits that pop out and does do various things. So I'm probably going to take some inspiration from previous things that I've made. And the idea is that tonight I create this blank sheets, blank pages that then will be decorated. So it's the way that I've sometimes worked recently is where I've got these beautiful papers and I'm like, right, I want to use those papers to create this mini book. But I want to try and find a way of helping you create something that you can then decorate it however you want to. So that's my plan for tonight. So I probably won't get it finished tonight, but I want to make a good start on it. And a bit differently from normal as well is I'm not going to make the cover just yet. So whenever I make mini books, usually I make the cover first, then I do the pages. I'm actually going to start with the pages first and then decide how wide I want the book. So, oh, thank you, Glenna. Glenna says she loves my jumper. It's actually, have I worn this for you guys before? It's the Granny Hexagon jumper. I'll just turn around so you can see the back of it. There we go. Raise my arms up. So for those of you who crochet, basically you just make it by making this kind of like granny hexagon. So you start from that point and work your way out, and then you join it together. So it doesn't sit very well. It doesn't sit like up on my shoulders. It sort of sits off my shoulders. And I made the button loops a little bit too big, so I have to kind of loop it in a funny way to get the button to work. Yeah, so it was some yarn that Esther gave me. It was some really, really chunky yarn. It was really bright and happy. So, yeah. Okay. Right, hold on. I'm just trying to check that my desk view is working. Oh, it is working. Okay, there we go. All right. I'm thinking. Let me just see how much basic beige I have. We'll go from there. I was just trying to think if I've got anything to show you guys. I haven't really got anything else to show you, but oh, actually, what I could do. Well, I've got some smoky slate and some grey granite. I think I'll just do it in grey granite actually. And then at some point, I've probably got some one sheet wonders that I can cut up and use. And grey granite is a nice kind of neutral base. So let's just have a look at some previous ones that I've made and where, why, where, what I'm thinking. I have a friend who borrowed, I don't know if you remember this one that I made quite a while ago. This is when I first started getting into album making. And this one has got various flaps and things that pop out. Oh no, this is the one that's got the pop on it. It's got a little book. What's this one got? Oh, let's do that. What does that? Oh, this is a waterfall card, a waterfall mechanism there. And this was a little bit more of a complicated kind of construction, but I don't want to do it as complicated as that. Oh, that's got a little bit. So I'm going to have a think about how to do this. I really like the construction that I've been doing lately where it's quite simple. This one here. So I think what I'm going to do is my basic shape, as it were, or basic idea is to use my cardstock cut into half or thirds, Actually, that would be super mini if I did it thirds. Oh, I could do it. I could do a long one. Ooh, okay. Sorry, I'm thinking and designing as I go along in my head. Okay, so because our cardstock in the UK is 21 centimetres wide, I know you've heard me say this many, many times, but if you're new to my channel, obviously you want to know this. In the UK, we tend to, if you want to divide the cardstock into three, you just divide it by 3 and it's 7 centimetres. Now, what that means then for you guys in the States is, because yours is 8.5 inches, I guess, does that mean 2 3/4 would be good for you? So if we go 2 3/4 plus 2 3/4, that'll take you to 5.5, and then 2 3/4. Yeah, that would take you to 8.25. Okay, so you'd not use that last quarter but 2 3/4. Okay. So if I just cut 2 sheets of this into that first of all, and we're going to kind of design. I'm going to sort of do this process quite intuitively. I was going to say the word organically, but I know that celebrities and politicians like to use that word a lot recently, so I'm going to stay away from it. Intuitively. Let's go intuitively. 7. Hello, everybody that's joining. Great to see you all. Yes, it crocheted up very fast. I think I made it in like 2 days. Yeah, it was super easy. All right, I'm just going to start with a square. I'm going to go in with a square that will fold into in. So, I don't know, let's go 7 centimetres. Then score at 14.5. So that'll do that. And then, you know what, I'm going to start from the middle outwards. That's what I'm going to do. And then I'm going to score that at 8. And then what am I left with? Left with that piece there. I'm actually left with 14.5, just under 14.5. Now, if you were using cardstock that's 11 inches, you won't be able to do this. Sorry. So, I don't know, I could just cut it off. No, I'm just going to cut it off so it makes it more accessible for you guys who have different size paper. The reason I'm being mindful like this is because if I ever was to write this up as a workshop, I want you guys to be able to do it wherever in the world your cardstock is coming from. Okay, so that's page number 1, and then I've got a scrap bit there. Right, page number 2. I could go wider. That might be fun. Okay, let's go wider. I'm going to go to 8.5. So I did 1/2 centimetre as my thing there. And then I'm going to go 1 centimetre, so then I'm going to score at 9.5. go there. Okay. Maybe. So I'll fold in and then just cut that off at 8.5. So that's about 10 and 5/8 that is. So I know that that will fit into yours. Your 11 inches. Okay, so that's that one. So what I'm doing is alternating between a panel that has a fold bit and a panel that's just plain. For now. it might all change. It might all change. Okay. And then we could have a panel that's just like a little mini panel rather than a big one. So we could go for 4 centimeters there, just a little flap over. And then oh no, that's right. All right. I was like, where's my spine gone? Right, let's do that there. I'll take that to 11. And then I want a 1.5 centimeter spine. So the key thing is to make sure that your spine is getting wider and wider. I'm going to give that 11 centimeters there. Okay. So that would go like that. And now I'm thinking I've kind of gone short, medium, long, and then I want it to be jaggedy. I don't want it to be the same all the way around. Sorry, I don't want all the pages to be the same. I love the idea of books having different sized pages and flip flaps and things like that. So there we go. Right, let me just say a quick hello to everyone on the live. So I just jumped straight into it because I wanted to get on. Hi Janice, hi Deb, hi Lisa, hi Glenna, hi Janine, hi Patricia. Nice to see you, Janine. Hi Glenna, Kenzie, Lisa, Bev. Good to see you all. Oh, Patricia, I'm sorry to hear that. Oh, wow. Was it West North Carolina that has been hit? Yeah, no, there's no, I haven't actually seen a lot on the news yet, but I have heard that someone put something about organisations you can donate to. Okay, so potentially I could do another little squarey one. Let's do that. kind of repeating what I did for the first one. 7 and 7.5. And so now, what are we on? That's 1.5 cm. So now we're on 2 centimeters. Do 7 again. Just cut that off like that. So far I've still got, look, these 2 panels left. And it might be that I'll stop there. Might even get some sticking done tonight. So let's go back to that measurement and just repeat that one again, which was 8.5. Then I'm going to move that on to make a 2.5 spine, so that's 11. That's 2.5. That to 8. Okay, what I'll try and do is map this all out onto some grid paper so that I have a record of this if you're interested in making this. Although at this point it looks pretty boring, to be honest. You're like, oh, that's interesting. Okay, then that final piece, I want 9. That's that one. Yep. Then it will all make sense in a minute, guys. Sorry, this probably does look a little bit boring right now. Then and again, so I know that will fit into your 8.5 by 11. I'm going to cut that off. Just give that 7 centimeters. So I'm going to cut that off at 28 because. All right. So the construction of this is pretty simple. I just got to find some glue. Right, put my earpiece up. Pretty tight in my ears. There we go. Hi, Susan. Thank you, Janice. Okay, so this is the outer piece. So we're going to work our way from the widest spine going down to the smallest one. So that one will fit in there. Now, It might be that you don't want to construct this straight away, you want to do decorating first, but I'm just going to go ahead and stick it together so you can see how it would be constructed. And I'm not going to apologise for really wanting to play with this design of structure, because I just think it's so easy, and I have done more complicated ones. I think this is just such a really good entry level for if you are wanting to begin to make little mini books and you're a bit intimidated with some of those a bit more complex ways of creating the spines. Okay, so really use your bone folders to help set those in. Right, what's next? That one, I think. Okay, so I'm alternating the flaps on each side. So I've got a flap on that side, so now I'm going to put a flap on this side. Use one of these just to help spread the glue. Spread the gluey love. That's going to go in there like that. Yeah, you're on earlier for once, Kenzie. Nice to see you. We have spaces for our flag album class on Friday night. If anyone wants to do that one. It's alright, it's all going to make sense in a sec. You know, as per usual, I'm making it up as I go along. Okay. Fun, fun, fun. Nearly there. I was thinking of using that lovely one sheet wonder that I did last week, where it was very kind of organic looking. Oh, there, I said it. I said the word organic. The one with the sort of trees and flowers and. I think that one's going to need a little magnet, isn't it? I think what I'll do is I'll go through and put magnets in after this. So today I was teaching a class on how to do the staggered mini album, which is basically a simpler version of this. The one that I did on a live a few weeks ago, where stamped with white, stamped, then heat embossed white embossing powder, did a one sheet wonder, and then the next day I did a staggered mini album. Don't know if you remember it, this one. So it was really lovely to teach it in person. So one of the people that was there, she'd never really stamped before and done heat embossing. So oh, thank you, Janice. That's sweet. Yeah, Sam said that you'd been reminiscing. Sam Hammond Donald Kenzie Pootles. Janice was on the Poot Lizard retreat at the weekend. Which album was it, Janice? Out of interest. Okay, looks like a bit like a spider really at the moment, but all these are going to be folded in. So it's, yeah, so it's actually that wide. Now, do we keep going? Do we make this really ginormous? Like, do we do another row? What do you think? Or do we stop there? While you're letting me know, I'm going to start putting magnets in. Oh, I'm sorry about that, Kenzie. One more. Well, if I use one more piece of cardstock, I could actually potentially do 3. Oh, I've got a gem on there. I'll have a think about it. I'll do the magnets first. And then decide. Deb thinks no need, as I've still got to do the cover. Actually, what I could do is do one more, and then the other 2 pieces of paper. Oh, I just spotted my glue's leaking on my desk. Is I could use to have flaps that come open from the inside of the pages, the inside covers. That's what I could do. I was going to say, I like to think in whole numbers, but really it's I like to think in whole sheets. If I'm going to cut one sheet, I may as well use it, you know? Basically, when you're trying to set a certain conflict like spatial math or filling the dish, it can induce minor seizure. Oh! Oh, Kenzie! And how long do they last? Do you seize up? Do you have a, I don't know, tremor? Or what's the symptoms? Oh, you've had it over 20 years. Hi, Pamela. Wow. Oh. uh, your hand's jerking. If I don't stop, they keep getting worse. Okay. So you just need to know when it's happening and then just stop and calm yourself and then. I hope this is not going to impact your crafting too much. Sorry, I haven't explained what I'm doing with these magnets. So I stick one of the magnets on. This is double-sided tape, ready for when I want to actually decorate. Then you take another piece of double-sided tape with the tape facing upwards, and you pop that over the top, so you know that's going to move around. And then you drop your magnet on, like so. Then you release your fingers from the tape, and then you fold that over, give that a press, and then you know your magnet's going to be in the correct position. Yes, you did. Yes, and you did your shoulder in, didn't you? Excuse me. That, was it? Oh, I'm glad you've had a diagnosis, though. You know what it is. Oh, you may just have to look into some gadgets and things just to make your life a bit easier then, Kenzie. You know what? I think I might just leave it at this. I know I did say, oh, should we make it bigger? Because I've just opened it up and realised that the width of that comes to about 24 centimetres. So if I was to use some DSP to make a cover, that would be 30 centimetres, that's there. So I kind of want to leave it like that so that I know I can hopefully make a cover that will fit. So I think I will leave it there. So in that case, I might start making, I know I said I wasn't perhaps going to make the cover, but I think I will now this is constructed. Trying to decide whether to make it 9 centimetres or 8 centimetres. I think I might go with 9. So I think 12 will be fine. So that's about 4 3/4. So when you're cutting through this grey board, you have to just be very sure about the measurement that you're doing, and then you're able to flip it over and cut through the other side, because if you want a nice neat cut, you need to put it in exactly the same measurement. Okay, so what did we get up to here? Okay, so we'll do 3.5. Not quite as wide as that one. How wide was that one? Oh boy, that was 6. Let's go 3.5. Well, I think sometimes sharing stuff like this just helps to process it, I guess. Helps process the news and to get other people's reactions, and that's good. All right, let's have a look at the... Oh, there's that paper that I could really do with using. That would be quite nice, wouldn't it, to use? The other one I was thinking of was that one. The reason I thought of using it is if I have some longer sections. I just thought that would be quite nice. But I don't know. I do like the other one. So what I need to do now is find a piece of DSP that would look nice with this. So I'm just going to take you to my stash of retired paper and see what I have that matches the colours. I think it's got balmy blue, it's got green. I guess I want something quite plainish or a repetitive pattern, nothing too in your face. Ooh. That one, what do you think? That goes really well, doesn't it? Hi, William. I understand your frustration. Yes. Kenzie, fartation. That's what I have. Fartation. Right, is this gonna fit? Oh, that's close, but it just about fit. Yay! So I am going to cut this arch. Oh, I'm just going to cut it at 5 inches. That's the middle, isn't it? That's helpful. Absolutely, a good sense of humour. You're right, Janice. I think laughing really helps. You know, on your worst days, try and watch something funny. I think that's always helpful, just to release those endorphins. I know some of you are going through some really hard stuff at the moment. Just going to pop my ruler there to make sure it's all straight. There we go. I am cutting it fine, aren't I? But she'll be fine. Oh, William, sorry to hear that. So I'm cutting off the corners at the edge. At the edge? I'm cutting off the corners in the corner. Oh, state the obvious, Ruth. Cool. Oh, come on. And fold. So who has never made one of these little mini books and would like to have a go? Anyone a little bit intimidated by the process? Thinking I want to line this with something nice. Okay, tidy, as they say in Wales. Okay. Yep, that's good. Hi, Inika. Oh, welcome. Lovely to see you. It's been a little while. Alright, I'm looking for more paper. What colours did I use? Hold on, just to check. There's a blue. Or even a wood sort of grain pattern would be nice. This is going to be quite a masculine looking album, I think. I mean, this was stamped on a masculine Monday, so it would make sense. Now, I'm thinking I just want the paper to be the width of that, or do I want it to be slightly bigger? Oh, maybe slightly bigger. Could go to 8. 8 by 27, maybe? Maybe 27, a little tiny smidge. Because strictly this is not 28 centimeters wide, it's just over. So I'm going to cut this 27 and 2 millimeters, so 27.2. Which is fine because I, got the length, so I can do that. How was the last time I think you were on here, Annika, you were holidaying somewhere. That was probably ages ago now, but are you keeping well? As well as you can be? Okay, so it's really important you let this layer dry well and everything in place. So I'm going to just give this a little bit of extra love. Hi, Jodie. So I've got to find where that point was.
There it is. So before you try and fold this up, make sure this is really stuck on well. Yep, nope, not quite. Okay, there we have it. All right, so I think yeah, the structure will be finished tonight, so that can be stuck into there. I might not stick it in just yet. I might do the decorating first. But there we go. So we've made a blank kind of I want to say crazy mini album, but it's not crazy. It's just what's the word? It's just not straight. Sorry, it's not. Each page is not the same size, but I quite like it. It's a little bit wacky. Oh, I've not done a magnet on that one. I'd better do that, hadn't I? Just there. Oh, Inika. Oh, I hope that goes well. How long will that take to do? Alright, so just to recap then, we've made this interesting little album, well, book, that we're going to decorate at another point. What's the word I want for that? When something's not the same. What is the word I want? I don't know. Okay, so that's that. That opens that. Then that. That. Someone's not going that way. So I'm just looking at the direction some of these are going in. Oh, they alternate. Okay, that's fine. Alright, there we go. So that's the basic structure. So that's taken just under an hour to complete. And then I guess to do all the decorating and stuff, that's going to take another hour or so. So that's just to give you a rough idea of how long these types of projects do take. I know for some of it I was just trying to figure out also what I was doing. So there you have it. All right, well, thank you so much for joining me, everybody. I'm sorry I haven't completed it yet, but it's work in progress. Thank you for keeping me company. Lots of love to you all. Yes, William, take care. Inika, praying it goes well tomorrow. Takes about 3 hours and should work immediately. Oh, that's wonderful. That's great. Yeah. Yes, and those of you who are caught in weather stuff, please take care. Love to you all. And catch up with you again soon. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Always great, good fun. And thank you for those of you as well who PayPal'd me. That was really sweet of you. Thank you. Yeah, so yesterday I was asking for people just to give my videos a little bit of love because I've been away a bit. But some of you just went the extra mile, and I do really, really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you, Lisa. Yeah, that's yeah, lots of love to everybody. Oh, I thought I had the goodbye screen up. I hadn't. All right, there it is. So if you need more information, please go to artfulstampin.co.uk or just email me, ruthtrice@gmail.com. This is a picture of the current catalogue. I'm happy to send that out.